watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's just how I cook. My old king fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. What's up until I'm at the top so high, I have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
We're 20,000 leagues under the sea. Welcome to the Atlantis. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
It'll be ding-ding from first brother off.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Right. Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell... And there's the bell for round one. And he misses with that straight left. Usyk might go down here. What an upset! A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
So much firepower here. There's a scoring straight left. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is...
Nice round. Good round.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nobody home with that hook. A perfect counter lands. Missing with the hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't find a home with that jab. Tarver's been rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Go back out.
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Now, don't wait to load up.
Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Miss with that jab. You know the score. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there.
Okay, I'm confident. Right?
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And just as quickly as the action slows down, and he's back up. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That counter shot lands. Just missed with that hook. You don't want to trade shots. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Both men step back for just a moment. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. How about that time counter shot? Defense here at all. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be. This round could go either. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. There's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Punch himself out, though. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they'd let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell for round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice job blocking the hook. Nice job getting that punch through. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a look at it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
My castle of sand, waiting on the battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should have put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans,
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled.
And of course, here we go for round one. Good jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. Stiff jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning, or air con, as they say in the UK.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. Crawford is dazed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. And now they're right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They exchange punches. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Quick punch scores. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Oh my goodness, John! money. Crawford in trouble. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Caught him. Nope, that hook won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good job defending the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have? Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counter. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter. Hold that thought! Crawford may be ready to go down. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice. On to the 5th we go. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. What?
Sugar Ray is down! How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. Then they get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Incredible work rate. How about that time counter shot? They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You'd like to see more jabs. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Punch, counter punch. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That jab won't score. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab slightly off target. Can't score with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell,
Here comes round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of defense here at all. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you do? Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on.
Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab misses. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. The right hook just missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you as I envision. Nature of the beast, no collision. In the cage, when you visit, get the leave. In the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. Not a heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose.
How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson. Amir Khan. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled.
Well, I hope you brought... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Good defense on that right hook. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. A swing and a miss with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. There's a counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down. And there's the bell for round 2. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
These two fighters handle the outdoors. We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Well, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. That punch lands. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. Good punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. And he misses with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? Good counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. The
Yeah. Are you daft? All the belts mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. What ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting. Send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. All you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles, man we have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real, brave art man put a kid on his shield. At daft man put a kid on his, been bad from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give a brother whiplash, not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince like. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins, go mad like Mike when they lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money, most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling.
Surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton up. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me. Barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me. Barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We wanted to